Hey, I'm Linda Blaylock of CKD Culinary Consulting. So I want to ask you, are you new to CKD? Have you been trying to figure out the kidney diet for a while now? What's the first thing you did? You went online and started searching for safe food lists, right? You probably printed out several lists because one list had, foods on it that this list didn't. And you wanted to make sure that you had variety and you had knowledge of as many foods as possible, right? Well, then you noticed that one sheet said you could have something, and then another sheet said, no, you can't, right? And so you jumped back online and you did some digging to find the answer, but it didn't help, did it? You found the same conflicting information over and over again. Now you still aren't sure if you can have that food, so you probably played it safe and you just avoided it. You just took it off the list, right? And suddenly you started to realize that the number of safe foods you could have is quite limited. And so you probably didn't get very excited about CKD eating, did you? We didn't either, especially when our favorite foods weren't on those lists or they were listed in the no-no section. When you realize that there were a small number of foods to work with, you probably also realized you're going to get sick of them real quick, aren't you? I mean, there's only so many ways that you can combine those foods to make it interesting. And you're sick of it, right? You get sick of it and you miss your favorite foods. So you start saying things like, oh, I wish I could have tomatoes. Or, oh my gosh, I would kill for a piece of pizza, right? You probably started cheating on your kidney diet, and you hoped it wouldn't be too bad or cause too much damage. Just this once, right? Just this once, it turns into every day very easily, doesn't it? Hey, I don't blame you. I get it. You just want to have something that's tasty, that's filling, that's flavorful. You want your favorite meals again, your favorite foods again. And next thing you know, you've completely fallen off your kidney diet, haven't you? It happens, and it happens a lot. So you just know that, you've fallen off, and in the back of your mind, you are pushing that progression forward, aren't you? And you're probably beating yourself up for it, aren't you? We all do it. You want to stick to this plan, but what happens? You're saying it's just too hard, right? I hear it. I hear ya. So what if I could help you to clear up the confusion of yes, you can, and no, you can't have it? What would that mean to you to have that clarity, to know if you can or cannot have those foods? What if you found out that the variety of foods that you actually can have is so much larger than you're aware of? What would that mean to you? Would you get more excited about CKD eating? What if you could still enjoy your favorite foods? The ones you crave, the ones you miss. What would it mean? Would it mean sticking to your kidney diet more easily? So let me tell you a story. About 9 months into my husband's kidney diet, he had bacon, and it wasn't him falling off his kidney diet plan. Okay. It was because I figured out how to work the diet so that he could enjoy it safely. And I watched and I giggled as he slowly savored these 2 pieces of bacon for 15 minutes. I'm not kidding. 15 minutes. This man was in heaven. Okay. But now he has bacon at least 1 time per week. At least. Okay. So can you imagine biting down on that crispy, comforting, salty bacon? Are you drooling? Are you drooling too? How about bananas? What about avocados? What about a big, beautiful plate of spaghetti? I'm here to tell you that you can. We do. We enjoy those things. And my husband's labs have been steady since day one. Okay? Since day one. When he sees his doctor, they're thrilled because his lab numbers are great and they can't believe that he is able to keep those numbers steady by eating things like our sweet potato and black bean enchilada casserole. Right? You hear that and you're like, whoa, hey, hang on, wait a minute, this is kidney disease. No, I'm telling you, we have it. What about, bacon and eggs, banana cream pie, lasagna with meat and cheese sauce? Yes, he's having all of these things. And what does he hear from his doctor? I wish all my patients could be like you. He gets that every time. Every time. Is this a scenario that you want to? Because I'm telling you, you can have it. Absolutely can have it. You just need the right answers to, one, answer, what can I safely eat with CKD, right? And two, how do I make it work? So you've probably spent a crazy amount of time looking for the answers that you need, searching online, right? If you're new to this, brace yourself, because you're going to need to get comfy in front of your computer because you have got a lot of digging to do. And if that's something you're not looking forward to, and if you're somebody who has been at this for a while and it's just something that I am so sick of doing, right? Then let me ask you this. What if your nutritionist gave you all of the right information, clear, correct information, and showed you exactly how to work this diet so you could have that variety in your favorite foods? You'd be thrilled, wouldn't you? Absolutely thrilled, right? You've got everything you need. You can totally work this diet and you can stick to it. It would be great, right? You could manage your kidney diet all on your own, and you would never have to pay a nutritionist or a dietitian to manage it for you again. No repeated costs, nothing. You could do this on your own. So let me stop right here and introduce myself. Again, my name is Linda Blaylock, and I'm a nutritionist. I am a chef, and I'm a kidney health coach. I worked with American Kidney Fund for 4 years, and I tested and created a ton of great recipes that included an immense amount of variety. And I spent years, years learning all the tricks to successfully working the kidney diet so that we could enjoy all those foods that I mentioned. So when I realized just how easy it was to do and how others could completely eliminate their need for a nutritionist, how they could learn to manage this diet themselves, just like we were doing, I knew I had to help others. I knew I had to show them, to show you how you can do it too. I want to see you savor that bacon too. And I know by saying this, I'm suddenly going to be bombarded with videos of people eating bacon, but I'm going to take that risk. I want you to stop all that fruitless searching. I want you to reclaim your time. I want you to have the same clarity that I have. I want you to know what foods to safely eat. I want to show you the process that we swear by, that we live each day, the process that's kept my husband's numbers stable while he enjoys all these amazing foods. I want to show you how to eat those amazingly tasting and filling foods and to have your favorites again. I want to show you how to do this. I want you, more importantly, to enjoy and stick to your kidney diet for life. Okay? Look, I get a lot of people in my support group saying, oh, well, no, you can't have that. But when I show them the recipe and when I show them how it's done, they're thrilled because they were believing for so long they couldn't. And I'm showing them you can, right? There's a freedom that comes with knowing that the kidney diet is not a life sentence to bland and boring meals, to being limited to a small number of foods, right? Even vegan, vegetarian, low carb, gluten-free, non-dairy, all of these diets can be successfully executed, tripping on that word, executed within CKD diet, okay? So if you were served up a plate of spaghetti and told it was CKD-ified, meaning it's safe for those with kidney disease, would you dig right in? Probably, right? Okay, so let's get you on the road to CKD-ifying any recipe so that you can enjoy those meals that you love. You know, let's tweak those meals. Let's make sure that your kidney diet is so tasty and that you utilize your favorite foods so that falling off the kidney diet wagon won't ever be an issue again. I promise. So for starters, I want to share my low potassium fruit and vegetable list with you. And this highlights the lowest potassium options available to you. Foods that you can work with easily and safely. And then I'm also going to provide a link to my webinar that was done a little while back, called What Can I Safely Eat with CKD? Okay. There are so many amazing meals that can be safely enjoyed CKD. And I want to show you how to make that work. So if you're ready and committed to having the right information in the process, then you can skip the list and you can skip the video and you can just head on over to my site, howtoeatforckd.com right now. And you can choose the best option on how you want to work with me and have ongoing lifetime support. So that way, if you have any questions, you're going to have the answers that you need. So feel free to choose whatever option works for you. And I am really super excited to be able to share all of this information with you and get you on track.